Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the. I just completely mispronounced the word there. Anyways, welcome to the qualifying one session for the fourth race of this Tier One of this VRL Tier One Championship. Uh, Hopefully, for the rest of the season, I'll be joined in the commentary booth with Ollie's 101.
Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? I'm happy to be here. Hopefully we'll get some good racing this evening. Looking forward to it alongside David here. It's our first time commentating together, but it should be a lot of fun. Definitely been looking forward to it. So yeah, here we go. First cars are out, coming out of the pits now. Let's get ready for hopefully a fun-packed qualifying session.
Some cars are on intermediate compound tyres because they've realised that everybody will get through into Q2. So they don't need to. All they have to do is set a lap to get in. Anyways, yeah. Who's in that lap? Cameron Wynn, first driver out. He is currently, I believe, P2 in the championship.
At the moment out on track we have got the McLaren of Prism
Cameron Wynn.
and the Aston Martin of Katana.
Yep, Nathan then Hartog.
Nathan is on softs, interestingly enough.
Everybody is on softs.
Choco is just coming out of the pits now and he's on intermediates.
Yeah, that's because he wants to save tyres, but they don't want to save tyres for some reason. Oh my god. Okay, sorry about that.
You good?
Yeah, Rexy just posted some cursed food, and yeah. Yeah.
So the first people round to start their lap will be Prism, who is just about to cross the start-finish line now. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Whoever said that, I believe this should be better, but you just hear continuous squeaking going through my microphone. So just carry on speaking because you shouldn't hear it that much if I speak. And Cameron Wynn and Nathan and Hartog first drivers on a lap right now. Let me put this down. That time does get immediately beaten by Nathan and Hartog, who gets the fastest second one from Cameron Wynn. There's cars going up. That's Air Simon.
It's Air Simon. Air Simon's off at the second chicane by the looks of things.
Just before Tossa.
Yeah, he is. I'm assuming the rear just got away from him through that braking zone.
Well, he does get the fastest sector one, so Air Simon really is goated.
He's got the pace, but he needs to hold it together, David.
Yeah. I believe that's just a glitch because he spun and still got the fastest one. And there's another yellow flag. That's a Haas that stands in wait and a spun. Who is going slowly, sorry.
Yeah, he's trying to get a gap to Nathan in front, who's just going across the finish line now and goes fastest. We've got just over a tenth of a second separating the two people that have finished their lap so far.
Yeah. And now I was going to say we're gonna watch Dan Suetan do his qualifying lap that he was preparing for. Scramble with him going now towards the second chicane. It's a fast left-hander where you don't necessarily have to brake hard for the right-hander right after it. Fastest sector one. Now Tossa. This corner is quite difficult to get right because you're going quite at quite a high speed. Corner after Tossa is also very crucial to getting a perfect lap time since it leads you on to Akram in the rally, where you, if you lose your momentum, you lose about 5/10 of a second, especially through the second part. He takes that quite nicely. Now going through into the chicane. Let's see what he does. Sorry about that. Hopefully you saw the chicane. Now going down into, and I forgot the name of this corner.
Here we go, down into the final two turns. He's got a good launch out of there. Let's see where Rexy can go. Over the line. And he goes fastest. By pretty much 2/10 of a second there, David. That's a very strong lap from the Haas man. Very strong lap.
That is an excellent lap, but his teammate immediately beats him by about
Axel's
another
gone nearly 4/10 of a second faster.
Wow. That is an excellent time there by Axel.
The Haas boys are looking very, very strong, David. We'll see how it pans out. But they're looking like they're going to be up there in terms of the pace this evening.
Yeah. They may be even challenging for a 1-2 in the race.
Indeed, although we all know that anything can happen in the race.
Yeah, like we saw in real life Formula 1.
I'm quiet again. No.
I think I fixed you now. Should be
I
fine.
hope so.
Yeah, I'm not sure now. I honestly have no idea. Actually, no, I've got an idea on how I can make my microphone a bit louder. Anyways,
here we go. I'm on board with Theodore here in the Mercedes.
he's on mediums in Q1.
Oh, and he spun!
That's a spun!
He spun it!
Spun? That's a spun. I've confused myself there. Yeah, he spun.
Out of Emilia-Romagna.
No, Aquaman. Oh yeah, Aquaman. That is Aquaman Raleigh. I thought that was the chicane. Yeah,
I don't know quite what happened there because I was on board and it looked like the car was settled coming out of the corner, but it just went round on him.
Yeah, I believe he, because coming out of Aquaman Raleigh, your steering's extremely light, since it's uphill, and also you're flat out whilst still turning at a very sharp angle. So
yeah, one of those situations where I think the RPM just ran away from him. Nothing he could do. Here comes Choco to the end of his first flying lap. A little tap of the wall there. Goes third fastest.
fastest sector 3 as well.
That little tap with the wall coming to the line, I don't know whether it was just a lag moment, but it could have cost him there. Could have cost him the P2 time, we'll see.
Yeah. Nice. He's going through Villeneuve now. E2 custom. But there is another person who's starting his lap. That person is Jack Brassington, heading towards Tamburello now, or is currently in Tamburello, getting a pretty good exit coming out of there. Now Villeneuve, this chicane is make or break. Oh, and he's lost it. He's gone out wide and he's in the gravel.
Oh, has he dropped it?
Yeah, he lost it on the entry into Villeneuve. Second chicane.
Day Tommy through the second chicane. Very planted. Very nice line through the second chicane there. And he's gone fastest sector 1 today, Tommy, in the Williams.
I believe that's a glitch because everybody so far has got in the fastest sector 1. And as I say that, he's now going through... Sorry.
Down into Emilia-Romagna. Here we go. Today, Tommy, he needs to keep it together here. Light Zolta goes second fastest there. With a 1:15.0. I wasn't even on board with that lap.
Lawrence Shelvish is known as the basically the George Russell of this league. He puts in an excellent qualifying performance, but at the very end of the session. So where has he got that lap from? And now going through Ravazza, on board with Tom Gisbert. Rounding off, just
looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty good lap for Tommy.
Almost tapping the wall.
Only 9th for today, Tommy. Definitely time to be found in that, Jack. David. Jesus. Why did I call you Jack? You're not Jack. Ha!
Yeah, see the flag. That's just going to get us letting through his teammate and the Alfa Romeo of Sam Zaldami.
Yeah, Tommy also stopped to let through the Alpine of Alu as well.
Yeah, Alexi Cavera. Alexi Cabrera is on the flying lap, I believe. He is going for Emilia-Romagna, now heading towards
I
Variante
believe
Alpha. Foster sector 2. He may be challenging
Jack is
for
also coming to the end of the lap in the Red Bull. Let's see where Jack goes. Jack goes fastest.
by
Jack in the Red Bull.
over a tenth of a second. As now Alexi Cabrera going through heading towards Rivatsa, just behind Sam Zabdomi. He will get some dirty air. Let's see if he will be able to challenge Jack Braston and not Kim from the top of the times. Oh. No, he doesn't. Only P6 for Alexi Cabrera. He must have lost so much time in that third sector. Next across the line will be Ludwig Beresford. Not Ludwig Beresford. Will be Theodore Stonewood. He still hasn't set lap, so let's see what we.
No, because Theodore spun on his first coming out of Acca Minerali.
Yeah. Crew Tamburello looking quite nice, but the car seems quite unstable. Villeneuve now. Oh, he broke on the entry into there. You have to go flat out through there and brake after the apex.
Big lock up into the hairpin there.
Yeah, he's
not ideal.
Yeah, he's really struggling. Now through Piratella.
He didn't take quite as much of the inside curb as other drivers have been through there. Yeah, not quite as eager on the throttle out of Acca Minerali that time. Wanted to keep the car under control.
Yeah. Anyways, now heading down towards Ravazza. He hasn't invalidated his lap time. Hopefully he doesn't invalidate here, so he can finally get a time on the board. We don't know what time that is going to be, but it seems like it's going to be in the 117s, and it's going to be a 1:15.982. That's faster than I expected. On the mediums as well.
Yeah, he's definitely mixing it with some of the soft runners so far. And from the looks of things, he had a little bit left on the table there as well. So whether he goes out on the mediums again, or whether he feels that that might be enough, he's got to consider that he's got Air Simon behind him, who spun on his first lap, who will definitely have a lot of time to be found.
Yeah, as we see Sam Sabdami going slowly, he's run out of fuel.
Is Theodore retired?
Yeah, Theodore's retired. He's spun. He's hit the. He's out. Let's see what's happened.
Is he gone? He's gone up at Puritella.
What's happened here? Yeah, he's just lost it on the entrance.
Oh, he's right in the middle of the track, and he's not ghosted, David. That's going to be a serious issue for other drivers if they come across him there.
Yeah, the game has recently had a lot of problems with ghosting, as I have personally experienced. Tristan Kuipers goes fastest in the second sector.
Yeah. He only just missed Theodore Stonewood across the track on the exit of Puritella.
Yeah.
David. It was really close.
Very close. It's a danger. This game.
It looks like his car's been removed from the circuit now.
All right,
so
that's good then. As Tristan Kuipers goes P3 with 14.956. We've only got 3 cars running on track. Tristan Kuipers, Ludwig Beresford, and Axel Kuhlstrom. Oh, and that's
went off.
That's not Axel. That's not.
It
Axel,
was.
That's Ludwig Beresford going slowly as well. He's run out of fuel.
Axel went into the grass on the exit of the final chicane, coming down into Ravazza. Just got on the power too early across the curb, and he managed to keep a hold of it. He didn't spin, but took a big ride through the grass.
I thought you were talking about the other yellow flag on circuit. That's Itu Koskinen, who's run out of fuel. And
as Choco retires as well.
Yeah, Itu yeah, he's run out of fuel. In the session. Sorry, Alexi Cabrera is the one who's run out of fuel.
Oh!
And that's a big spin! That's a big spin for Axel.
He kept it out of the wall. That was so close. That was so close.
As everybody's now retiring from the session. That was very close for Axel Kuhlstrom. He will definitely need a change of race suit after that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Been a very, very messy Q1. Drivers will be hoping that they keep the cars on track a little bit more as we get into the business end of Q2 and Q3.
Yeah, and then we also see S. Simon, slowest, Also on soft.
I have a funny feeling that I don't think Air Simon will be happy with that. I don't know if he's going to go for another lap right at the death here.
He shouldn't, because he will get into Q2 either way. So
Not with a 20 driver grid.
16 driver grid.
Oh yeah, don't listen to me. Duff. I'm so used to it being 15th and up that go into Q2. Who have we
Yeah.
got? I'm assuming that's Axel returning to the pits there. Yeah, it is in the background.
I'll be back in 1 second, Ollie. I can guess you can entertain them. Whilst I'm
I will
gone.
try my best. Air Simon does go for a final lap.
So
He's coming out the pits.
we'll be on board with Air Simon. So I'll leave you with that.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll talk it through, don't worry about it. Here we go. This will be the out lap, so this will be relatively boring, unfortunately, chat. Not that I can see any of you, so but yeah, this will be the slow bit before we get into the fast lap that's to come. I believe that's also today. Tommy is out on another lap as well. Interesting. Has he come out and then immediately retired? Did he have the wrong tyres on or something? I mean, there's a possibility. No, this lap will be important for our Simon here because I want to see what kind of time he can actually get out of these softs. I don't know if you guys can remember, but on the first lap he spun coming out of Villeneuve, the second chicane at this beautiful Imola track. Spun coming out of there and just completely lost all the time. As you can see, he's currently about 13, 14 seconds off the pace, which is not ideal.
15
Here we go.
seconds off the pace. Exact. Yeah, and some change.
Yeah, so here we go. Coming round onto the start of his final flying lap in this Q1 session.
2 drivers remain in the session.
Yeah, Elliptic hasn't retired and is still in the pits, but he won't get another lap in because he's not left.
Yeah.
Here
I
we go,
believe he's
into
having some
Villeneuve.
issues.
He broke into the entry of Villeneuve there. Not ideal, but he won't want to crash out now.
But he is 10 seconds up on his time.
Oh yeah, because last time he spun out of Villeneuve.
Yeah.
Here we go, into Piratella. Oh, little bit wide of the apex there.
Akon Minerali also looking good so far. Getting on that front wheel as quickly as possible and using as much curb as he can. Now going into setting the fast sector 2. Now going into Variante Alta.
Here we go, plunging down into Ravazza.
What times are going to be for Air Simon? Is he going to knock someone down into the bottom 5 or even get out?
I have a funny feeling that Simon could be mixing it with the top 5 or 6 here. As we come to the line, here we go, here we go. Where is it?
A 16, something. It's P13 for Air Simon.
P13 lost a lot of time in the first and last sector.
Yeah.
Very quick through the second, but there's time to be found on the board. I will be back in just a minute. I need to get a drink because I haven't got one. So just give me 2 minutes and I'll be right back.
Alright. So here, ladies and gentlemen, on the left hand side you can see the fastest man in session, Jack Braskington. The Red Bull driver. And now let's go through the Q1 order. Jack Braston fastest. Beside him in P2 we've got Axel Korstrom. Then Tristan Kuipers, Lawrence Shelvish, Dan Zuetan, E2 Koskinen, Alexi Covero, Nathan Den Hartog, Sam Zabdami, Cameron Wynn, Jonas Jane and Ludwig Beresford, Simon Kusera, Tom Gitzberts and Theodore Stonewood and Aidan Brown out in Q1. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go into Q2, where whatever tyre drivers do their fastest lap on will be the tyre they start the race on. So not much to talk about right now, since... Hold on. Let me see if I can... Anyways, now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Q2. We are going to be watching the drivers decide what tyres they will be starting on. And obviously, this only applies to the top 10. Anybody below the top 10 has free tyre choice. So that's why the best position for a midfield driver is P11, since they have free tyre choice. So brand new tyres. And yeah. And they're basically right next to P10. Anyways, Tom Gisbert's first driver out of the pit lane. Into Villeneuve. Sorry about that. Ow, I think I just broke my back with a sneeze. Oh, that hurts. Anyways, Tom Gisbert's doing some...
I have returned. I'm here.
Welcome back, Ollie. We'll be watching Tom Gisbert's first. As there's a yellow flag in sector 1, that is Ludwig Beresford who spun. Coming.
That's a weird place to go. Guess he got loose on the exit of
Oh yeah.
turn 3 of that Tamburello sequence.
Yeah, he must have tapped the outside curve. It's happened to me a lot of times. And actually, as I say that, Tom Gisbert is now coming up to the starting line. Ollie, do you want to take us through the lap?
Me?
Yes.
I gotta find the car now.
P1.
Here we go.
Tommy.
Plunging down into Tamburello. Really good line through there. Looking really good through there from him. Riding that outside curve, but not in a way that makes you lose the car. Really good. Didn't brake at all into the exit of Villeneuve there. Really good. Braking just before the 50 marker into the hairpin. Oh, little bit loose on the exit there, but otherwise really, really nice here from Tommy. Up the hill, into Puritella. Turning nice and early. Get on the power. Very good, very good.
Can I
Into
just mention there's a spin? There's a spinner. That is Alexi Cavera who spun. He's just doing donuts on track. Simon Caceres also spun.
Into the final chicane. Very smooth from Tommy, who
Has
lagged out and returned to pits.
yeah, he's been having some game issues.
Yeah, I don't know whether he's had a disconnect there, which would be
Yeah, I believe he's had a disconnect because he's
very
been having the issue for quite a long for a lot of the recent races.
Yeah.
As Sam Dummy goes fastest with a 16.393, but that won't be the fastest time in the session since Track Evolution.
Although that is on mediums.
That is on mediums.
Which is
now goes fastest with a 15.575. And Nathan and Hartog 14.913. Excellent time there from him.
Very nice from Nathan there. Also on the softs, but yeah, very, very competitive lap time there from Nathan.
Only 4 drivers are on Only 4 drivers are on the soft compound tyres. Everybody else is on mediums. 4 drivers are, as you can see on the left-hand side, Nathan and Hartog, E2 Koskinen, Tristan Kuipers and Jack Brassington. The Red Bulls going with the very aggressive strategy today. Hope 5 drivers now actually. Tom Gitzberts is also on softs. Anyways, let's watch somebody who is on a flying lap. Let's watch Axel Korstrom, who is on an in lap. Oh, and that's Jonas Shanum in the grass coming out of Veriente Outer.
Yes, indeed. I don't know what's gone on there. I wasn't on board with him at the time.
I think he just lost it, went onto gravel, and just spun it a bit.
Just to confirm, Tommy is back in the session.
Yeah, he's on an outlap now. He's on soft compound tyres. So yeah.
We've got quite a few drivers on laps at the moment.
Yeah, he said his game crashed, which is really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. So at the
He's
moment we got the Ferrari of AMGs out on a lap, just coming into Villeneuve, and we got Rexy just in the Haas, just coming out of the hairpin.
I just saw someone do a first sector. I'm not sure who that was. I believe it is Dan Zuetan, who's now going through Minerali, going extremely quickly. Nathan Den Hartog, first driver in Q2 to reach the 114s. Hopefully not the last, because it will, because there is a 5/10 gap between himself and P2. But then again, he is on soft compound tyres, and this offs make a really large difference.
Very, very close to being a collision there between the Ferrari of AMG and Jack in the Red Bull. Very close. Just managed to avoid it.
Well, that could have been
As
a
he
very
comes to
big
the line.
accident.
Yeah, it was nasty. I don't know if you were on board for it, but
I was watching.
oh,
Someone else, I forgot his name. I forgot. Oh, Dan
So-
Zuetan, who goes P4.
yeah.
As Air
The
Simon
Haas is again looking pretty nice in this session.
Air Siren has run out of fuel again, so he's going slowly. As Dan Zuetan also runs out of fuel.
Looks like he should be able to coast it back to the pits though. This is all downhill.
Yeah. Then you've got the uphill section further along. So
Yeah, this is something that the drivers need to keep in mind, because as much as you want to have as little fuel going onto your
yeah,
flying lap as possible, you do need to be able to get back to the pits.
yeah. There could
Both
be,
of the Red Bull drivers are currently on flying laps, by the way.
there could be a rule implemented soon that will say that you're not allowed to. You need to have enough fuel to get back to the pit lane. So we'll see about that. Anyways,
Jack in the Red Bull is just going into Ravazza. Very stable through there. Very nice. Let's see where this puts the Red Bull man.
DRS open, going to the straight. He
Puts
goes
him
fastest.
Fastest by about 7/700ths of a second there. Very close at the top.
That's a very good time by Jack Brassington.
As Jargon, his teammate, goes 5th on the mediums.
Yep, Tristan Kuipers is actually doing a double push lap, seems like, because he has 3.7 liters of fuel left, which is just enough. Sorry, 3.7 laps of fuel left, so that's just enough for two consecutive pushes and then one final in lap. Yeah. Lawrence Shelvish is on an out lap. He is getting ready to set a lap.
Who have we got out on laps at the moment then?
We've got Lawrence Shelvish, who's just about to start his lap. That's Light Salter, the Aston Martin, for you. Anyways, he now starts his lap going towards Tamburello in the DRS zone on the very not straight. Braking very late and trying to tap the inside of that the green, white and red curb, and then just full throttling it through the corner. Now Villeneuve He broke extremely early. He broke before the entry, even before the apex. Says the fastest sector 1, so that shouldn't have affected him too much. Now, Tossa looked quite nice. Next up, we have we've got Piratella as he invalidates.
Oh no. Up through Piratella, I'm assuming he just got too wide on the exit there.
It didn't look like he was too wide. His front left tire was on the line. But then you've got the rear tires which are wider, so he shouldn't have, he should not have been out of boundaries.
Here comes Tommy, winding up to the start of a lap in the Williams. No, he's not. He's run out of fuel. He's back to the pits. That's Prism. Prism's off. Prism's off at Villeneuve, out into the gravel.
You can see the graining and flat spots on his tires. That will not be helpful to him at all. As Lawrence Shelvish is going on to another push lap. Touching the grass there on the exit. He's trying to keep it within track limits. His car doesn't want to stay within track limits. His car wants to get pushed to its full ability. Fastest sector 1 now. Tossa. Toaster, sorry. How's he going to do through there? Oh, he gets very squirrely now. That corner has to catch it. That's definitely lost him a couple tenths of a second. Now, Piratella. Keep it within track limits this time. He does. Now, Akram Raleigh. Flat out and brake as early as possible and get on the throttle as early as possible, and that's a very big moment for oversteer there. That was definitely lost him some time. Now through the chicane, looking.
Simon coming to finish a lap, or possibly start one. I'm not quite sure.
He's starting the lap.
Yes, he is indeed.
Now Lawrence Shelvish going into Ravazza, trying to keep it within track limits again. And now just full throttle to the line. Oh, he nearly invalidates that. That was very close. DRS open and it's a run to the line and P5. That's not what this car could have. That's not. Car's not being pushed to its full abilities.
Someone's gone. Someone's
that's
gone.
Simon. That's Simon. That's Simon.
Oh no,
Sarah.
they were just giving way into Tosa. So Prism, David, he went for a second flying lap and invalidated through the curbs at Tamburello. So not worked out for the McLaren driver at all there.
I believe Simon actually did crash because he's got front wing damage and was pulling one of the bollards with him.
It's a possibility he did then. Is that Mystic? It is.
is
Mystic's just gone third fastest.
Sam Zabadami.
1:15.2.
That's an excellent time there for Sam Zabadami. The Alfa
Indeed.
Romeo. He must be absolutely delighted with the pace he's showing. Hopefully,
here come the Haas boys coming out of the pits now, both of them.
Hopefully, Sam Zabadami can get this pace going into. Sorry, Q3.
He's on a little bit tired, mate.
Yeah. I've got this like formal military dinner event thing tomorrow. And it's about 5 hours long, so... Oh, and that stands weight, and he's been disqualified from the session!
Oh, that is... I tell you what they were doing, David. He was braking to let Prism through into Tamburello. And stopped at the pit lane exit. And has been disqualified for it.
That is very... don't know why you would do that. You should have let him after the corner. Since I believe everybody knows that rule, but
I don't particularly feel that they needed to stop to let him through. They probably could have gotten through Tamburello before he got there.
Yeah.
But made the decision to stop there.
They would have had enough time. They would have had enough time to get and to go and start a lap. So I'm not sure what the problem.
Very unfortunate for the Haas boys. Axel will still get through in P4. But yeah. The other Haas driver down there in 14th, having been disqualified from the session. Very, very controversial there.
Yeah, that is. As we see Lawrence Shelvish in the pit lane, he might not actually get out of Q2. You can just tell.
As Prism in the McLaren goes fourth fastest, a 15.241.
So very.
That was, by the way, his third push lap on no soft.
He's now decided to pull to the side of the track. and I believe he's retiring.
No, he was just letting the Haas driver through. He was letting
Uh,
Axel through.
Hopefully he doesn't get disqualified for blocking the pit lane entry.
Yeah, you'd hope not. You'd hope not.
Yeah. As now we see somebody, don't know who that is, going slowly. That is Tom Gitzberts, who's run out of fuel. That's interesting. Anyways, we've got 4 drivers left to finish the laps with Tom Gitzberts, Tristan Kuipers, Axel Kallstrom, and Cameron Wynn. Tristan Kuipers, the tier 1, the season 1 champion, sorry, almost out, who might be out in Q2.
Axel goes fastest through sector 2 in the Haas. He's got new soft tyres on and he's really pushing this lap. Let's hope that we see a decent time from him on these softs. See where I'll be mixing it in Q3.
Oh, he almost.
Oh, he boxes. He didn't invalidate. I'm assuming he's just realised that he doesn't need the time. Maybe that was just a sighter lap for Q3.
Yeah. Or just to get the tyres prepped as well. That could also play into it. As we see Tristan Kuipers scrapping his lap, he knows he'll get into Q3. So, yeah.
So that's all she wrote. The only slight problem is that we have Axel going in the pits and it's not registered as him having finished qualifying.
It takes a while. Give it about yeah.
Oh, there we go.
And
there it is.
the drivers who are out in Q2 are Dan Zuetan, who actually got disqualified for blocking the pit lane. So we'll see what he thinks about that. Jones Shane and P12, he's just not had the pace, and also did his lap on mediums early on, and didn't think to repeat to go out for another run. And then we've got Tom Gitzberts. I've no idea what's happened there. He's on soft compound tyres. He's in a competitive car. He's just lacking pace today, sadly.
Good results for Axel, Zolter, and Jargon in the Red Bull, who will be starting this race on the medium tyre compound.
Yeah.
Especially for Axel up in P6. If he can convert that into a decent Q3, start on the mediums and go long, this could work very well for the guys on the mediums.
And I believe we have something wrong with the lobby, since low fuel mode is on hard instead of easy. So
yeah, it sounds like it's a lobby issue that Nathan asked people to check for when we were in the lobbies, when we were actually in the lobby before we loaded into the session, and he didn't hear anything from the drivers. So yeah, looks like that's just a general mess up on everyone's behalf there. Not gone well at all.
now, as we wait for Air Simon to load in, so we can get into Q3. Some Xera now leaves the session.
Here we go into Q3.
12 minutes of this session. This session will decide the top 10, and ultimately who will get pole position. Yeah.
Good result for Aston Martin and for Red Bull, with both drivers from those two teams into Q3.
Also,
obviously now it is all about pure pace on these soft tyres, which I'm sure everyone will be running.
Also a very good result for Williams, as they've got one driver in Q3, but the other one will be starting P11, so he will have 3 tyre choice and be basically P10. First driver out is the Aston Martin of Lawrence Shelvish. Lawrence Shelvish, who's now leaving the pit lane. So, let's get this.
Right, come on then, David. Quali predictions, go.
Jack Brassington pole position, P2 Lawrence Shelvish, P3 Axel Kallstrom.
That's strong. In all fairness, I'm tempted to side with you, except I think that Nathan will be third. I think that he's got the pace in that Aston Martin. If he can hook the lap together, I think third or even possibly second for Nathan is a pretty realistic goal.
Yeah, but then again, we've seen what Lawrence Stovich can do in the final, in the closing minutes of Q3. He just pulls out a lap that's about a second faster than anybody else from nowhere. He's done
Indeed,
it
it'll
on
be
multiple
interesting to see
occasions.
whether he can. It'll be interesting to see whether he can replicate his qualifying magic that he's had so far through this season. Let's see if he can
Yeah.
replicate it here in Imola.
As now he opens his DRS for the first time. On this lap. First and only time on the lap that he will open it. Going down into Tamburello, breaking out about the 75-meter mark, kind of as much curve as possible. Now just flooring it and going onto the exit curb. Try not to use as much curb as possible. Now through here, you're supposed to lift. The car gets quite unstable. Car gets quite loose under him. Going through Toast. Fastest sector 1 that may be immediately beaten. It is immediately beaten by Jack Braston. Now going up into Piratella. Could have turned in a bit more earlier, but still quite good. Now Aquaminarali keep flat through here before braking. And look, he just didn't feel comfortable getting onto that throttle as early as he could have. Fastest sector 2 though, but he is the first car to do a flying lap, so we will see. He can't get the throttle, the traction down.
Takes the fastest sector 2, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, as now we
And
see.
it's stolen from him by Prism, I believe. No, it's not. Jack still holds the fastest sector 2 here.
Zoran Shovich now comes, opens his DRS and comes across the line and goes fastest with a
14.6.
14.648. What time will Jack Braston do? Jack Braston goes even
14.3.
faster with a 14.394. Next car across the line,
incredible.
Nathan in the Hartog, 14.937. Cameron Wimpy for 15.298. Sito Koskinen and the Mercedes goes P3 as well with a 14.910.
Jargon goes third now with a 14.728.
That's an excellent time there for everybody.
We have 0.6 of a second covering the top 5 drivers. 0.3 of a second covering second to 5th. This is going to be an intense battle to see who starts in these top 5 positions.
Yeah. And there's a yellow flag as there's a car going slowly. It's just Ludwig Beresford. Wow. That was intense. As Axel Korstrom goes P2 with a 14.565.
Oh. This is going to be a very, very, very thrilling end to the end of Q3, I expect here.
Yeah, definitely. And also, if I may add, I think my quali predictions are changing a bit.
You don't say.
So there's a car going slowly. That's Alexi Cavera going slowly. Don't know why it's showing up as yellow flags by him. Who knows? As everybody's now boxing and getting ready to do another flying lap. As that's Lawrence Nathan and Hartog, sorry. Who's gone.
Goes for a 14.937.
So,
Luds in the Williams down in P10 was looking to be shaping up to a pretty good lap, but he got way wide at the exit of Acca Minerali. He's not invalidated, but he was way wide of the second apex through there. Not great.
Luds, also known as Ludwig Beresford, as you can see here on the side of your screen. Yeah, as Ollie explained, did have a moment into Acca Minerali. Lost
and he boxes. He's aborted the lap.
Yeah. We'll have one more attempt at the lap later on, as all the drivers are getting ready to box. Change their tires.
Nathan goes on the exit of Acca Minerali. He spun. He wasn't even on a flying lap, David. Yeah, he's completely gone.
Yeah, that corner is lethal to everybody who tries to conquer it.
He's gone into the wall, and I'm assuming that he's probably picked up some wing damage from that.
Let's see. Doesn't seem he's got any damage.
I can't see anything, but it was definitely a pretty hefty shunt in from what I caught.
Could he have hit the rear of the car? because the car looks, the rear looks quite
Yeah, there is a possibility
dirt,
that he
yeah.
went in with the rear first.
Yeah.
Seventh for Alu in the Alpine, improves quite a lot on his last lap time. I believe he spun on his first flying lap, which would explain why he's
Yeah.
just found 10 seconds.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
and he goes straight over at Tamburello.
Yeah, he needs to get into the pit lane as quickly as possible to get on a brand new set of tyres and have a chance to get a final lap in.
Just a slight reinterpretation of the track limits here from
Yeah.
Alu in the Alpine.
As Chef would say, the stewards don't like your creative interpretation of the track limits.
Yes, indeed.
And as we see, Alu has a very creative interpretation.
So it's all going to come down to these final laps. Who can get the tyres in the right window and who can get the cleanest air.
And you know what I find the most thing that I find most funny is the fact that in Sector 2 he was actually slower by cutting corners.
That's slightly worrying. Normally you'd expect cars to be a lot faster by
But then
cutting
again,
corners.
Sector 2 is basically you can't cut the corners without losing
Yeah, I
time.
guess you're pretty much on rails through
Yeah.
Sector 2, aren't you? There's one line and one line only.
Yeah, unless you want to have you want to be special and have a different line. So yeah.
So these final laps are really going to matter for Mystic and Lutz. Mystic, of course, in the Alfa Romeo Racing Orlan, and Lutz in the Williams racing car. Really going to matter for them as they are the only two drivers to have not set a time yet on these soft tyres.
Yeah. I mean, they both would be happy with those times since they aren't regular contenders in Q3. Sorry, it's Sam's Abdami isn't a regular contender in Q3. Not Beresford actually gets into Q3 quite a lot and was actually challenging for pole position last race. So I believe he qualified P3 in the end. So we'll, anyways, so we'll see. As Tristan Kuiper's first car out onto a lap, do you want to take us through his lap?
Into Tamburello here, riding the curbs really nicely through there. Car didn't look particularly unsettled, he hit those curbs perfectly. Let's have a look. Lifts into the first part of Villeneuve. That's perfect from him. Riding the curb perfectly on exit there. Very close to invalidation, but kept it just within track limits. Out of Tosa, nice on the power, lots of grip there. Now up the hill, into Piratella. Downshift, on the power early. Very, very nice there. He is hooking these corners up really, really well, David. Here we go.
Yeah.
Through Minerali.
Oh,
Oh, he's
that's a
very,
big
very
moment.
loose. Good
And that's
save
Nathan
from
and
him.
Hartog. Nathan and Hartog going slowly. Yeah, that was Nathan and Hartog going slowly.
Does he have enough fuel to go for a second lap?
No, he's got 1.8 laps of fuel. So basically just about, I believe.
He should be able to go for another lap here.
Unless he wants to pit and go straight for
have a
fuel
look.
and go. No, he's going for another
No,
lap.
he's going straight out for another lap here. However, we've got people behind that are going to be finishing their laps very, very soon.
Alexi Caveras now starting his lap. Behind him, we've got Lawrence Shelvish. As Axel Korstrom goes fastest in the first sector. Jack Brassington goes even faster with 14.347. Next across the line, we will have the Williams of Ludwig Beresford. What time is he going to be able to do? This is his only valid
15.457.
Oh, that's not that fast for Ludwig
How much
Beresford.
fuel has he
As
got
Cameron
left?
Wynn is out! Cameron Wynn is out!
Oh, he's gone. Where's he gone?
He's hit the,
It's out the exit of the final corner.
he's hit the pit wall, I believe.
Has he?
Let's see.
Oh, that is not
No,
ideal
he's just
from
lost
him.
it on the exit of the corner.
Yeah, lost it on the exit.
Oh, that's really unfortunate for him.
Not ideal
Oh,
for
and that's
him.
a big moment for Tristan Kuipers as well, coming out of Aqua Minerale. Then we have the Aston Martin.
Lots of drivers that aren't improving.
Yeah. Axel Korstrom doesn't improve on his time, even though he got the fastest sector 1. Tristan Kuipers next across the line. What time is he going to do? Kicks up some gravel on the way. And he stays P4, but improves on this. Is actually slower by by 1/10 of a second, almost 2/10 of a second. Next car across the line, Lawrence Shelvish. He's starting his flying lap now. Alexi Cavero also crossed the line. So does Nathan and Hartog. They will be starting their laps finally.
I think there's quite a few guys that have gone out and have done double prep laps and have then pushed at the end.
Yeah, I think it might.
Don't know if they feel that that's going to unlock more tyre grip for them. But we'll see if it works.
Lawrence Shelvish got the fastest first sector that hasn't been taken away by anybody so far. It might have been taken away by his teammate, but we can't tell yet. Now going into Tosa, sorry, not Tosa, Piratella. Getting quite a good X out there now. Aqua Minerali, will he keep the car on the black stuff? Yes, he will. Now going into the chicane.
Very good there.
Will he be able to challenge Axel Korstrom and Jack Brassington? We'll see in about 5 corners time. Over the chicane, gets quite a sluggish exit out there. Could have been a bit more on the throttle, but we'll see. Now going into Ravazza, the downhill double left-hander. Gets a nice exit out of the first part. Second part, let's see how he does. Also quite good. Now, DRS is going to be open now.
Here we go.
And he goes. Stays.
He improved. Oh, look how close it was. Look how close that is there between Axel in second and Zolta in third.
8 thousandths of a second.
Only just over 100th of a second there. That is very, very close.
8 thousandths of a second separate the two drivers. No, not
the top
13.
3. The top 3 are separated by just under 200ths of a second.
Wow.
That is incredible. An incredible performance from everyone. These are some crazy laps that are being put in right now.
It was. Extremely.
I'm sorry for anyone who's watching the stream, but I doubt you're going to see much except the top 3 battle if they're this close for pace.
You can just see on stream. Look at that battle. Look at the gap.
Going to be incredibly close in the race.
22 thousandths of a second is absolutely wow.
And you have to consider that Axel is starting on the mediums. I believe did Jack get through on the mediums in
Jack
Q2?
got through on softs. He did his final lap on softs.
So Axel will be the only driver in the top 3 starting on mediums.
Yeah, on the better strategy.
He will in fact be on the better strategy, so it'll be very interesting to see how things end up here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, on the left-hand side, you can see our pole position man, Jack Brassington, in P2, lining up alongside him. On the front row of the grid is the Haas driver, the Swede, Axel Korstrom, from the land of IKEA. In P3, we've got Lawrence Shelvish, the Aston Martin driver, then Tristan Kuipers lining up alongside him. Then we have, in the Mercedes, Zitu Koskinen, then Nathan, then Hartog, Lexi Cavero, Sam Zabadami, Cameron Wynn, and finally, Ludwig Beresford, rounding off the top 10 in his Williams car. So now let's get into the race, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see the action.
This is going to be an incredible race. I've got a feeling that it's going to be a really, really incredible race.
Yeah. Unless it rains, which it probably won't, since you saw everybody on different tires. Since you saw people on mediums in Q2, so we're now going into. Hear the commentator talking about Toro Rosso for some reason in the background.
You're about 2 years too late on that one, buddy.
Yeah, Toro Rosso never even managed to race it, even though this was their home track. It's still their home track.
And Alpha Tauri, in real life, have achieved their highest points scoring since 2007.
Wait, I think
since the 2010 point season.
I think I just realised my prediction was correct. was over.
Your prediction was correct as well. You got it right.
Let's go. Anyways, we're now on the formation lap. Lap 0:32. A little mini.
So the predicted pit stop strategy. So the guys. No, is there anyone that's starting? So Axel, Zolta, and Jargon, 2, 3, and 4 are all starting on the mediums.
And Tom,
So those guys will have the overcut strategy.
and Tom Gitzbus, Jonas Shanum, Simon Sarah, and Dan Suwaitan are all also starting on mediums, but they're P11, P12, P13, and 14, and they're the only drivers starting on mediums in the bottom 10.
Indeed. Theodore and Elliptic at the back, starting on the soft. Could be interesting here, as we do have the two. We have the two William drivers directly behind each other, one on the softs and one on the mediums. So I expect some team play will come into it there. In terms of Lutz will need to let through today, Tommy, just as soon as his softs start to die off. He can't be holding up his teammate on the better strategy.
Yeah. And also maybe some team play here going on between the Red Bulls. You've got Tristan Kuipers who will try to hold off Axel Korsham and Lawrence Shelvish if he can get them on the start to help his teammate out and help his teammate become a double world champion in VRL. First ever one. Anyways, they're now lining up on the grid.
I'm going to do a Murray Walker intro here. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
I can only do it once the lights start coming on, because that's how it works. Here we go on the grid. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And it's go, go, go!
And we're racing now here in Imola. Jack Preston tries to cover off Axel Korsham, and he does manage to, as Axel Korsham gets a very bad start. They're 3 wide going in turn 1. Someone's on the cross back then, that's Dan Zuwaitan. And there seems to be no contact, there's still 3 wide, and that's someone going straight on at the chicane. And so far it seems to be too clean. Quite clean, but no, that's Tom Gitzmas. Tom Gitzmas spinning in Tamburello. And now Alexi Cabrera's going past Ita Koskinen as Cameron Wins drop down to P10. And on the bottom of your screen, you can see the predicted pit stop strategy. And that's Ita Koskinen out of the race. He's crashed. He's out of the session.
Out of Tosa.
And virtual safety car. Virtual safety car is now out.
Right. Let's try and recover over what's happened here. Jack got an incredible start, as did Zolta behind him. Got an incredible launch off the line and got past Axel before they got into turn 1 at Tamburello. So that's really worked for Zolta there.
Yeah.
Jargon lost places initially, but gained them back through the Tamburello chicane. So although he started 4th, he is now 5th. And Alu in the Alpine, I nearly said he was in the McLaren there. And Alu in the Alpine has gained a position there on Jargon.
Yeah.
Other than that, Mystic has gained a few places there, as has Theodore. Prism, where did Prism qualify?
P9.
Yeah, so he's the only driver that stayed steady, and he's boxing. He's got front wing damage, I believe.
Yeah, I believe he's got the front wing damage from going 3 wide. I think he was the one who had contact with Dan Suwaitan.
No, he's not changed his front wing, but he has boxed onto the medium tyre.
Oh, so is Tom Gitzberts. Tom Gitzberts is also going on to new tyres. And we're just waiting for the safety car to run, virtual safety car to end now, so we can get racing again. And it's green. Nathan and the Hot Dogs trying to get past Tristan Kuipers now. He's 2 turns back now. He's looking to get past as quickly as possible and try to spoil his teammate in his bid to win. Don't know why I said win like that, but yeah. Cameron Win.
Had a little bit of brain lag there before saying the word.
As Sam Zabdami's going to go side by side with Ludwig Beresford into the chicane. Ludwig Beresford gets the better of Sam Zabdami and defends his position.
Let's see if Mystic comes back at him. There's a possibility that he's going to hold it off into Ravazza. Not particularly an overtaking zone on this track.
Yeah, but everything's an overtaking zone if you make it one. Zoran Šović now gets the fastest lap. No, Tristan Kuipers gets the fastest lap of 1:21.297. No, Simon Casera. No, Aiden Brown. No, yeah, Aiden Brown now has the fastest lap with 1:20.366. And DRS has been finally enabled by race control. Oh my god, we're already 3 laps into this. That's gone quickly. 29 laps left to go.
So Zolta in the Aston Martin is managing to stick with Jack.
And Theodore Stonewood's going to go down the inside of Sam Zabdami into Tosa. And he makes the move stick.
Oh, he's made it. Oh, don't go into Piratella, boys. Don't do it. Very sensible from Mystic there. He just backs out of the move. Piratella is not a place where you want to be going side by side. That's a great way to end up with someone off the track. As Air Simon comes out with a 3-second penalty already. I don't know if there was contact with Rexy in the Haas ahead of him.
I believe he just got contact from going off out wide in Piratella. He does, not Piratella, Aquamirali, since he doesn't have a setup. As Aiden Brown's looking to go down the inside of Simon Casera into Ravazza. As Zoran Šović now regains his first lap from the man we're on board with right now, Aiden Brown. And
Here we go.
He gets
Zolta
past
up
him.
in the front in the Aston Martin is right on the tail of Jack. And
As
he's just backed
Stonewood
off
has gotten past Ludwig Beresford. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. Theodore is making moves and taking names so far in this race. He is moving up the field. Simon
Casera has also gotten his position back from Aiden Brown, who overtook him on the straight. And the 2 cars in front, Dan Zuwaitan and Jonas Shanum, are battling it out. They're switching positions every couple of corners, as I've seen a couple seconds ago. As Sam Zabdami is also trying to get his position back from Ludwig Beresford. Not his position because he was originally P7. And there's the air flag. That's Tristan Kuipers who has spun round. That's Tristan Kuipers round. I just said that twice. I don't know why. And Tristan Kuipers is down into P13.
And I believe he might have wing damage as well. I'll have a look.
Yeah, it might be like green damage.
It looks like everything's okay as far as I can see. But if he's gotten away with that, he's gotten away with a lucky one there.
I believe he and Axel Korstrom had hit each other, or may have something happened between them.
Theodore Stonewood, rather unsurprisingly, with the pace that he's been showing so far, does the fastest lap.
Sam Zabdami gets past Ludwig Beresford, and Dan Zuwaitan now gets past Jonas Shanum, and Aiden Brown gets past Simon Casera. As moves going on, literally.
All the moves happening into turn 1 here.
Yeah.
It is guaranteed to be the best overtaking zone on this track. It's the only DRS assisted overtake that you'll have at this track here at Imola. So probably going to be the most active overtaking zone that we will see.
And there's a yellow flag in second one. That's Jonas Shanum who spun round. That's Jonas Shanum.
Yeah. And Jargon also went off at the exit of Villeneuve, went into the gravel again. So just hasn't got any grip in those tyres at the moment. Probably a combination of overheating, and now he'll have gravel on them. So there won't be any grip there either.
Yeah, it has seemed like a bad move. Sorry, was a very bad move to switch on to start on mediums, even though they seem like the best.
Yellow flags in sector 2.
Yeah, Jonas Shanum spinning again.
He's gone round again.
Yeah, he's got overheated tyres from that.
Gone round again at Acca Minerali.
No, there's not much going on.
Simon picks up another 3-second penalty. He has 6 seconds of penalties now. That is not ideal.
Sam Zabdami and Ludwig Beresford were going side by side in turn 1. Sam Zabdami had to let go of his P7 and let go and allow Ludwig Beresford to pass since and that's a big. At Sam Zabdami in the gravel, he's gonna try and make it out without losing too much time or positions, and he does make it out without losing the position.
However, he'll be on low grip for quite a significant portion of this lap, looking at those tyres.
I
So I'll
believe
have to be very careful through this high-speed Piratella to make sure he doesn't lose any grip through there.
yeah. It also might start raining soon because you can see the clouds are starting to come over. Um,
The clouds are coming over, and this could fall either way, realistically.
as
If the
Ludwig
rain holds off,
Sorry, go on.
if the rain holds off for another few laps, it will be perfect for the soft runners to come in at the end of their life. But if it holds off for another 6 or 7 laps, it'll be against the soft runners who will already have to have boxed.
Yeah.
So it'll be very interesting to see which way this rain falls, if it does come, which of course there's a possibility that it won't.
And as you say that, we were just watching an onboard of Ludwig Beresford, the soft compound runner, who is now actually overtaking Danzel Wait and the Haas into turn one. They almost touched. That was extremely close. As Aiden Brown also tries to get past Sam Zabadami. He does get past Sam Zabadami with DRS assistance. And Danzel Wait is trying to get past Ludwig Beresford. He's looking to go into Vilna. They were looking to go into Vilna side. And Ludwig Beresford is off. He's lost his position. He takes out the 150-meter board on his way as well.
Lots of people taking an explore through the gravel at the exit of Villeneuve there today. I don't know whether it's dirty air, but something is affecting these guys as they're going through Villeneuve.
Yeah, I believe it might just be the cold temperature, track temperatures now, since it's cooling down because there's no sun cover.
Yes, quite possibly, quite possibly.
Sam Zabadami is now going to try go for the move on Ludwig Beresford. They're side by side through the chicane, but Sam Zabadami is not giving up. He's going to try go down the inside before on the mini straight before Piratella. Simon Kucera is spun, coming out of the chicane, and he's back on track, continuing on. Sam Zabadami's going past Ludwig Beresford into Rivatsa. We missed that, but Ludwig Beresford will be getting back at him, so we will see the revenge. And he goes around the inside into turn one and gets the job done before having to brake.
I'll tell you what, Jack Barrington is playing some games with the Aston Martin behind him at the moment. He lets him stay within a second until sector 3, and then he lengthens that gap to 8 or 9 tenths, and it means that the Aston Martin can never get past into turn 1, but is having to sit behind him for the rest of the lap.
Yeah. And as you say that, Sam Zabadami is now trying to get past Ludwig Beresford. He gets past into Piratella. Job done. What?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what you're trying to say. I've got no clue.
Oh, now I remember. But is the
Yellow
job...
flags at sector 2.
Yeah, Simon Kucera again.
It's Simon again.
I was going to say, is the job really done? Because Ludwig Beresford was trying to get past him. As Jack Braston pits!
Jack is boxed in now. I'm surprised he didn't have more pace on those softs to be able to properly pull away.
He goes onto the hard compound tyres, so he's going to be taking these tyres to the end of the race.
As Air Simon comes out with another 3-second penalty, that's 9 seconds of penalties for him now. And we've only done 9 laps.
Yeah, he's got 1 second of penalty, 1 second of penalties per lap. Yeah.
This pit in has worked perfectly for Jack. He's back out on brand new hards. There's no one close behind him, and he's got about 6 seconds of clear air ahead of him. But then, worked perfectly.
Can I just add to that? But what if it
Not
starts
for long,
raining?
as his teammate goes off ahead. His teammate went off through the gravel at Villeneuve, the exit of Villeneuve again. The 4th or 5th driver that we've seen do that so far today.
Yeah, but can I also just add, Ollie, what if, hold on, let me think what I was going to say. What if it starts raining? Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that would flip this whole race on its head, as it always does when it rains. It'll be very interesting to see what the strategies are going to be like if it does indeed start to rain.
Yeah.
Here we go. Alo in the Alpine comes into box.
And Axel Kullstrom is now into P2.
And Theodore Stonewood on those 9-lap-old softs is now up into P3. He's still got very good pace on these tyres, but he needs to watch his ERS usement a little bit.
And that's
as Simon goes round again.
He's really struggling on those tyres.
He's only just boxed for them, David. They're brand new tyres.
Yeah, I believe he might actually be preparing for that rain.
Yeah, there's a possibility. There's a lot of people boxing and going on to new softs here, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And look at this, the overcut. The overcut has worked for Alu in the Alpine. He's come out less than a second behind Jack, down in P9.
It has worked. Has worked. Oh my god, I forgot words. Why do I keep forgetting words? Yeah, it has
It's
definitely
really worked for him.
Yeah, it has definitely worked for him.
He only stayed out one lap longer, but clearly the pace on those softs, he just had enough in it to be able to close that gap to Jack using the pit stops like sequence.
Yeah, and now we see everybody sliding around. They're struggling a lot as Axel Korstrom goes fastest now with a 17.934. It's a good
On
time.
10-lap old mediums as well. Clearly he's got some
Axel
pace in him.
Korstrom's gonna
and
go.
Here comes the move. Down into Tamburello at turn 1.
Axel Korstrom gets the job done. I almost missed it. I just got the last bit as Lawrence Shelby is going to try go for the move on Alex Korstrom in the next corner, hopefully, since he is losing quite a bit of pace. Sam Zabadami now also pits.
As Alu gets past Jack.
Alexi
So
Cavera gets
Alu-
past Zach Brassington in turn 1 as well. Wow.
Yeah. So that means that the Alpine driver is now the leader on the original soft tyre strategy.
Yeah. And also,
So working very well for him.
may I let's just do predictions for the race.
Predictions.
Yeah.
Oh, but we don't know if it's going to rain or not.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we should
And
do
that
predictions.
changes everything. I feel like the Haas man, who's currently in P1, I feel like Axel could have a very, very strong race here. So I'm going to go Axel P1. And then I'm going to go with Alu in the Alpine P2. And Zolta P3.
I'm gonna go for.
Yeah, see, this is the problem, because now you're trying to think about what lap the rain might come and what tyres they might switch to and whether it will work and whether they will have already boxed. There's so many variables at this point, it's impossible to
Jack
call.
Braxton gets past Alexi Cavero into turn 1.
He does indeed. I have a funny feeling that these two will be
And
scrapping
Nathan Brown
for
is
quite a
out!
while.
Tom Gitzbus is out of the race! And
He
Nathan
is
Brown gets the fast
indeed.
lap. And it's safety car, full safety car. So this
This
worked
works
perfectly.
beautifully for the mediums and for Theodore and Nathan, who have stayed out on those softs. This has worked perfectly for them.
Yeah, it's worked perfectly for Axel and Lawrence.
Everyone down to P6. This is an absolute gift for them. Absolute gift.
Yeah. Anyways, I was gonna say if rain does come, I was gonna put Lawrence P1. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on, I need to put the graphic on the screen. Lawrence P1 because he has a lot of pace in the wet. We've seen in Portimao notably. What race was it? He does have a lot of pace in the wet, basically. Then I'd put Axel P2, and I'd say maybe even Nathan P3. So 1-3 for
Nathan P3. That's brave. That's brave.
or Theodore. Nathan or Theodore. But
Here we go. So all of the top 5, all of the top 6 even, are now in the pits, which is pretty much what I was expecting. And everyone except Nathan has put on hards in the pits. All of the top 4 have put on hards in that pit sequence.
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go for Jack P3 in the end.
Jack P3, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Lawrence, Axel, Jack. Yeah.
Right, I will be right back, hopefully before the safety car ends.
Alright.
I will just be 2 seconds.
Alright, perfect. No worries. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a safety car going on. It's not much going on. Just safety car stuff. Yeah, you know, safety car stuff. Yeah. Safety car stuff is the best. lap 13 of 32 here, ladies and gentlemen. Safety car will probably be in next lap since we're just waiting for Simon Serra to just catch up to the field. He should do it by the end of this lap, and hopefully the safety car will be in by the end of this lap, because we want to get this race underway.
Looks like I'm going to be back in time for this safety car restart,
Yeah.
which is very good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ollie.
Yo.
By the way, we do need a safety car driver. For the league thing. So yeah. No, we actually do need a safety car driver.
What, for if we're going to do this endurance league?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find someone that's happy to sit there and do nothing other than drive the safety car every now and
Yeah.
again.
We also need a safety car. So, anyways, yeah, because I've got.
How has Theodore got past Zolta under safety car?
I'm not sure. I believe that might be one of the glitches in the game. Let me check. Race control. Safety car and slap. Safety car and slap.
Yeah, but Axel and Zolta definitely came out P1 and P2.
Okay. Waiting for the safety car to go in and for race control to put out green flags, and then we can finally go. And Axel Korstrom decides to go now, and we are racing now.
Theodore is right on his back here.
He's in the slipstream. Axel goes to the left hand. Axel goes to the left hand side to defend. They're gonna try and go free wide.
The DRS here. Here we go.
Oh, and that's very close.
Oh.
Lawrence Shelvis gets
Good
pushed off track. They're
racing.
still side by side.
From these guys.
They're still side by side going for interview. They touch wheels. Lawrence Shelvis has to go into the runoff area, and Theodore Stone tries to go down the inside into Tosa. And Aiden Brown, Nathan and Hartog spun. Aiden Brown is now up in the P6. He gets past Nathan and Hartog, who has spun. I believe that there may have been some contact there.
Yeah, he spun. I don't know if there was contact with. I don't know who was around him at the time.
It was Aiden Brown, I believe. Aiden.
Yeah, it looked like halfway through Tosa, it looked like he went.
Yeah, and Tristan Cameron wins side by side with Jonas Shaneham into the chicane. Oh no! They touch. Jonas Shaneham is round.
I don't know if you've noticed, David, but Axel has already pulled out a 1.4 second gap so far this lap.
Wow.
If he can keep that gap, he'll be golden, because Zolta and Theodore behind him just won't have the DRS down the main straight to keep in touch.
Yeah. But you know, it can all change. As Shaq Braston now gets past Theodore Stonewood on the straight. Sorry about that. Ignore the squeaking sound from my mic. That's just me moving it. Alex Cavera tries to go down the inside of Theodore Stonewood. Does he make the move stick? They're still side by side. They're both deploying their ERS. And Alexi Cavera backs out of that. Theodore Stonewood keeps his position by staying on the outside. Clean racing there. Now, who else is close together and preparing for a move?
I tell you who this safety car hasn't helped.
And there's the yellow flag. That's Nathan and Hot Dog spinning again. He's come together with Jones Shaneham, I believe. Yeah, go on.
The one person that the safety car hasn't worked for is the Alfa Romeo in P6 Elliptic. He boxed for those softs just about. He boxed on lap 11, on the start of lap 11, and then the safety car came out at the end of lap 11.
Yeah.
So he got no advantage and then couldn't box again because he would have lost too much time doing the double box, even under the safety car. So he's now on those softs. He's going to have to make another stop in this race, probably to the medium compound. But everyone is so close that he's going to lose, probably all the way down to P10 if he does box now.
Unless,
Unless it rains.
Yeah, unless there's the rain we've been talking about. Oh, and that's Tristan Kuipers' round.
Indeed he is. Where is it? At Tosa.
Tosa, yeah. He's just lost it in Tosa, I believe. Or he got clipped.
Possibly contact with Prism. He might have been going for an overtake on Mystic.
Yeah, I believe so.
Everything, it looks like the car is okay. I can't see any wing damage.
Let's just see from this helicopter shot if there is any damage. No, there isn't. As stands away, Panama gets a 3-second time penalty.
And it doesn't look like Prism in the McLaren has any damage either. So I'm assuming that as much as there may have been contact, it will have been very, very light if there was.
Yeah. And so now we head into lap 18 of this 32-lap race. We're already past halfway. As Cameron Wynn's going to try to go for the move on Sam Sabadami. He has to lift since Ludwig Beresford moves to the inside and doesn't have any DRS, so that's really slowed him down. That almost...
And the McLaren drivers got past in all of that as well.
Yeah.
Wow, this has been a really, really solid race. Really solid.
The McLaren driver, Cameron Wynn, now trying to fight to get P8 from Sam Sabadami. Oh, and that's Simon is round. In the background there, you can see him round, spinning. After contact with Ludwig Beresford, I believe.
Has he got any wing damage from that? It looked like he might have nudged the wall. Maybe not. It looks like he's gotten away without anything.
Yeah. Jack Brassington.
Jack's got a 3-second penalty. He went wide at the exit of Varianti Outer there.
That will definitely play against him.
And Simon spun again, coming out of in the middle section actually of Acca Minerali. It's not worked well for him. But here we go. Theodore, he's got the ERS, he's got the DRS to the outside, into turn 1, into Tamburello. Oh, he's passed before the braking zone's even there.
And also Cameron Wynn's also gotten past Sam Sabadami in the exact same way. Don't know why I said also a lot of times in that sentence, but we go on. Aidan Brown's very close to Jack Brassington as well. Jack Brassington's really lacking pace on those hard compound tyres. He's got one of the oldest sets of tyres on the whole grid. He's got 9-lap-old hards.
It's because he boxed. It's because he boxed off of his softs before the safety car came out.
Yeah. But Aidan Brown's on 8-lap-old softs behind him. Basically same tyre age, just 2 compounds softer. So he will have the pace advantage right now. You can see how much time he's gaining.
Aidan will want to be switching off of those softs before too much longer. They have done 2 or 3 laps behind the safety car, but he'll still want to be getting rid of those before much longer.
Yeah. Anyways, he will have the DRS on Jack Brassington going into turn 1. So will he be able to overtake Jack? He will. He's in the slipstream. He's gonna try.
He's not got the ERS.
Oh, he's got 0 ERS. He's got 0 ERS. That is, wow. That's all of his ERS gone. That's Sam Sabadami's gone, going past Cameron Wynn into turn 1. And Tristan Kuipers done the same thing with Jonas Janum. And Tristan Kuipers is on a comeback drive here. He's gonna try get back into the top 10 after being spun out by somebody twice.
And I don't know if you can see, but the sun has come back out and the skies are clearing. So it looks like this is going to be a dry race until the end now.
Yeah.
It also means that track temperatures will be going up. So we should be seeing a little bit more grip before too much longer.
Yeah. Aidan Brown also on soft compound tyres. He will be loving these new conditions. The softs are extremely grippy.
I tell you what, 3, 4 and 5 are glued to the back of each other here. It'll be interesting to see if Theodore can get a good run through Ravazza to try and keep Jack behind him, but I don't know if he'll be able to.
Or
I
even
think
if
Jack's
Aiden
just
Brown.
too close.
Could Aiden Brown be able to get past Jack Brassington? We'll see in a second. As we see
Jack
Jack
Brassington's
Brassington
close. He's got the ERS. He doesn't even need to use it. The DRS is enough for him.
gets past easily. Job done. And Aiden Brown's also looking to get past Hiddleston. He's just following Jack through as much as he can.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like Aiden's being able to save the ERS to be able to make the move. I think his tyres are starting to go off the cliff and he's having to use the ERS to be able to pull him to the cars that are ahead of him.
Yeah.
However, when he boxes, he will be on brand new mediums, and I don't expect he'll come out any lower than 8th or 9th.
Yeah, so we'll see what's going to happen. Alexi Cavallo is looking around, down the outside of Aiden Brown, going into Aqua Minerale. He's going to try to get past Aiden Brown as soon as he can to try and make his way to the podium positions. Or even the win. You never
Jack's
know.
pulled away. Jack's pulled away from Theodore.
Yeah, but
Theodore is still in the DRS,
Yeah.
but he's got about 0.8 of a second over him now. And Theodore, he only just gets the DRS that lap. Jack is really pushing to build
as
the
Aiden
gap
Brown
here.
now boxes. So we'll see what how he goes on. Will it be new softs? Because we know he can stretch 10 lap old softs. Oh, actually, he has to switch tyre compounds, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he'll have to go to the mediums here. And he's going to come out a lot further down the field than I'd expected.
He'll come out
He
P13.
must. I believe he's lost a lot of time through the final sector. He's going to come out last. Lost a lot of time through the final sector there on the other
As
guys.
we see Sam Zabadami and Cameron Wynn still fighting. They tap wheels going into Villeneuve.
Yeah.
They're still side by side going into Tosa. But I believe Sam Zabadami has some kind of damage. Yeah, Sam Zabadami's left the session. What has
He
What's happened?
ghosted temporarily. I don't know if he was clipping what happened at Villeneuve, but it's cost him because he's also let the Williams driver of Lutz.
Oh, and yeah, Sam Zabadami's left the session.
He has. He's gone.
Uh,
Don't know if that's a rage quit from him there.
do you remember what happened to Tom Gidberts? Or not? So I can't remember myself.
What's Tom?
Yeah, Tom.
He well, Alexis
Oh!
out.
Aiden's
out.
out!
He's gone.
Where?
Out of Aqua Minerale. I was on board. He just lit up
And
the
safety
rear
car's out.
tyres. Safety car is out. Oh.
Unfortunately,
Who boxes? That's the question.
Tristan
Lutz.
Clubs and Ludwig Beres both pit. Anyway, so
And the Ferrari and Nathan.
yeah, so basically the bottom 5. Simon Cero will probably box as well. Wait, so do we remember what happened to Tommy?
From what I remember, Tommy went off. Did Tommy go round at the hairpin at Tosa?
No, that was Itu Koskinen. Tommy was... What did happen to Tommy?
Was Tommy also out of
Yeah.
Aqua Minerale?
No, hold on, let me check. I've just got told to check general.
Oh yeah, check the
Oh, Aqua Minerale, yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
He lost it on the exit.
Yeah. Now I tell you what,
Yeah.
this safety car is going to cost the Haas of Axel a lot of time right now,
Oh my.
as somehow.
Actually, could you check into in general for a second? Look at how Tom DNF'd.
Oh, was it bad?
Very bad. Oh, Lawrence Shelvis is in the pit lane. He's going on soft compound tires. So is the top 8. Everybody except Axel Kohlstrom.
What? No way.
Yes.
The game has done Tommy a disservice there. Basically, for anyone who's watching the stream, I'll describe what happened to you. He lost it on the exit of Aqua Minerale. He was slowed down to about 16 miles an hour when he touched the wall. On first contact with the wall, it looked like things were going to be okay, and then his front left tyre just popped
Exploded,
off.
yeah.
Whole thing went. And I tell you what, Axel in the Haas has made a bad call here to stay out on those hards. Because the rest of the field are allowed to use race pace to now catch up to the safety car. So if he boxes, he's going to come out way down the field.
Yeah, he is definitely in trouble. That win, he will definitely be losing that win today.
And he had a 2-second gap. He had over 2 seconds before this safety car was called out.
Yeah.
He was gaining about a tenth a lap on Zolta behind him, and that's all just disappeared.
So once again, my predictions are definitely going to be changing. You can just tell at the situation. So, oh yeah. What were your predictions again? It was.
I predicted Axel, then Zolta, then Nathan. So that's gone really well for me.
Yeah.
Zolta might win this race.
Yeah, and Nathan might not get points. So
This is going to be a very, very last. What, we're going to have 8 laps at the end?
Yeah.
8 or 9?
We'll have, yeah, I think 6 laps maybe. 6, yeah, because we'll do.
Yeah, 6 laps.
Yeah, 6. So basically, what you
God,
said,
my
but
maths
upside
is
down.
horrendous.
Yeah, just exactly what you said, but upside down. So.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, exactly, perfect. God, I do not like safety cars. They're so slow.
You sound exactly like every F1 driver.
They
ever.
are slow though. Look at this. Lap times
I
are
don't think.
about 1:40 on a track that's barely 1:15. So.
I don't think there's ever been a safety car where someone hasn't moaned about it going too slowly in F1.
Actually, I think once in Le Mans they used a spare car from one of the teams as the safety car.
What? And it just zoomed.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I think it was like in the 80s or 90s or something.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. It's the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
Didn't really have a concept of
safety.
Of health and safety.
Actually, they kind of did after sadly Ayrton Senna passed away and Roland Ratzenberger and oh my god, what's his name?
Oh, I know who you're trying to think of, and
Yeah,
I can't think
Berger.
who it was.
I forgot his first name. Berger. It's his second name. Oh, hold on. I need to search this up before we go racing. And we're racing now as I search up what his first name was.
Oh, right. Here we go.
Oh, and there's a yellow flag somewhere. I just saw some yellow flags. Gerhard Berger, that's the name. And Alexi Cavero is going past Stan's wait. I'm going in turn 1. He's going to try to go around the outside. Is he going to make the move stick? Yes, he isn't. As Lawrence Shellfish.
Here comes Jack.
Lawrence Shellfish is going past Axel Kuhlstrom. Jack Preston is now going to try that 3 wide. We're 3 wide. Jack Preston is trying to get past Axel Kuhlstrom. Is he going to get past? He gets Axel Kuhlstrom gets pushed. Theodore Stunwood is going to try. He's trying to look for the gap.
And
Axel Kuhlstrom's been nearly spun out and does the weight and goes for the gap that. Goes for a gap that doesn't didn't look like it existed, but does exist now. Oh! And that's Theodore Stonewood moving over.
Did you see that?
Yeah, he moved over and took out his front wing.
That wasn't even a delicate move over. That was 100% purposeful from Theodore.
I think he was just trying to get on the other side of the track as soon as possible, and he thought
Axel was there, and the proximity arrows will have told Theodore that Axel was there.
Oh, I think the proximity arrows in this game are also broken. They would have showed. They only show red if you're basically the driver's on your side or in front of you. They don't show if you're behind. As Cameron Wynn's
Lutz goes off.
As Ludwig Beresford's gone off. And Sam Subdummy, Nathan and Hartog and Cameron Wynn have all gone past. And so far, as Jonas Shannon gets past Simon Kucera,
Axel boxes.
They're 3-1 going in turn 1 and that's a big crash. Jonas Shannon is off.
That was never going to work there.
And somebody's lost their front wing. Yes, that's Jonas Shaden's front wing. Oh no, that's
Natan's gone
Nathan's front
round.
wing. That would
Yeah,
have
Natan's
never
gone
worked.
round.
Going 3 wide, that definitely was Jonas Shaden's fault. He went for that gap to make the track, to make it 3 wide.
Yeah, and Simon's just gone round on the exit Tamburello. Don't know if there was contact with Air Simon as they came out of the corner. I'm assuming there was. But yeah, really unfortunate
Yeah, I
for
think
these
so.
guys. But also, Zolta out the front has a 1.8 second gap almost to Jack Brassington behind him.
Also, may I say, Theodore Stonewood might get a podium hit for Mercedes.
Although he also may get a post-race penalty for the incident with Axel.
Yes, but he might also get a podium.
On-track podium.
Yeah, on track. On track podium.
We'll give him the on-track podium.
Yeah.
It might be later taken away.
And next to Cavera tries to get past Dan Suetan around the outside. He's tried going around the outside before, but it hasn't worked that well.
I don't think there are any real battles going on in the field at the moment. 4, 5 and 6 are pretty close to each other, and 7's only just... There's a big queue of cars from Air Simon in 9th all the way forwards to almost Theodore in 3rd. Those guys are all pretty close to each other. Oh, Jack's got a 3-second penalty. So Jack, if Theodore can keep within 3 seconds, will be demoted to 3rd on track at the end of this race. Are you still there? Hello? There you are. I was just saying that Jack Brassington has got a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, he got that earlier in the race.
Yeah, he did. So, if Theodore can stay within 3 seconds of him, by the end of this race, Jack will be demoted to 3rd.
And Dan Suetan might get the podium, but Dan Suetan also has a penalty. He's got 6 seconds of penalty, so Alexi Cavero right now will get that podium. Won't get that podium. Too far back. And Alexi Cavero and Tristan Kipes get a penalty on the same corner.
Everyone's getting penalties.
Everyone's
so that means
pushing.
that P8 will soon become P4 at the end of this race.
Yeah, if they can keep it up. As Cameron Wynn now gets a gets another 3-second time penalty. So he's now up to 6 seconds worth of penalties. We've got 3 laps of racing left to go in this race. 2 laps now as they all round off the final corner. Or corners, should I say, since Bravazza is technically 2 corners. And Dan Zuetan's getting very close to Theodore Stonewood. He's trying to get past him. Is he going to go for the move? No, he isn't, but maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's still 3 laps. We've got all of 31, all of 30, all of 31 and all of 32.
Well,
so there's 3 laps to go.
Yeah, but they counted as 2 laps on the leaderboard, so... Yeah, so 3 laps to go, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, the lap system's weird.
Yeah. And we are... It's not much... It's nothing... There's nobody really close.
I mean, P3 all the way down to P8 are pretty close to each other, but apart from Mystic at the back, they've all got penalties.
Yeah, but not that close to... Oh, yellow flag in sector 2, that's...
Lutz, he's gone round. I'd assume there's no... There is a front wing on that car. It looks like he's missing a right front end plate, though.
Oh, that actually is...
No, it looks like he's good.
Yeah. That might just
gotten away with one there, if he has.
Yeah.
However, it does put him outside the points, which is not what he would have wanted coming into this race.
But at this rate, he will stay in the points, because you've got Air Simon with 18 seconds of penalties. So he has to
Oh,
stay
I
within
forgot that.
15 seconds.
Wow, 18 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, I mean, I once got 42 seconds of penalties in the league race, but
Let's gloss over that, shall we?
yeah, nothing too important.
Theodore's been passed for P3, by the way.
Yeah,
We completely missed that.
I was watching. I was on board with Dan's with Rexy once that happened. So yeah.
So P3, 4, and 5 are pretty close to each other, but Theodore is the only one without an in-race penalty.
Yeah, Sam Sabadami and Nathan Den Hartog. Lawrence Shelvish has a penalty. Lawrence Shelvish has the penalty as well.
However, he is more than 3 seconds up the road from Jack, who also has a 3-second penalty, so I
Yeah.
don't think he has to worry.
Simon Sarah gets another 3-second penalty, 21 seconds overall for him. 2 laps left to go of racing now, as there actually 1 lap left. It's the final lap as
How's that happened?
No idea.
This race has gone incredibly quickly, seeing that we've
Yeah.
had 2 safety car periods.
And also, may I add, one Aston Martin is about to lap another Aston Martin, yeah, the field is in an Aston Martin sandwich.
Yeah, top and tailed by an Aston Martin, which I'm sure is, well, partially it's what they wanted.
Yeah.
They would have liked to win the race, but they also don't want to be coming last as well.
Yeah, they would have wanted to get a 1-2, so they would have been just at the top layer of bread.
I don't know what's happening here with Nathan, but if you go on board with him, he's going very slowly on those soft tyres.
Yeah, we just had an extremely weird anecdote there, using sandwiches, pulling Formula 1 cars' sandwich ingredients, and the Aston Martin's the bread. I think
Yeah,
he has
indeed.
damage.
I don't know if he does. No, because he boxed for the new front wing.
Oh yeah.
So he shouldn't do.
So he will have one more racing lap left, and Lawrence Shelvish rounds off the final corner now to win the
Grand Prix de Emilia-Romagna.
Yes, that I was trying to figure out what it was called there. Yeah, he wins the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix here at Imola. A stellar drive from him, and Theodore Stonewood misses out on the podium by 26 thousandths of a second. Misses out on P2, sorry.
Oh, that is so close there for Theodore.
But he may get a post-race penalty, so we will have to see.
Yeah, for that incident with Axel coming out of Tosa up to
and
Piratella.
Axel Caution finishes P12 in the end.
Yeah, really, really unlucky for him. There was very little that he could do in that situation. I don't expect that Axel's going to be particularly happy about what's gone on with Theodore after that second safety car restart.
Already. Ooh, I'm checking general and stuff.
So there's going to be quite a few interesting.
Zoran, he almost spins there. Nathan, what are you doing? Nathan comes
around,
home.
Isn't he?
Oh, oh my god. It's gonna get DNF'd, I'm telling you. Disqualified, sorry. He now crosses the line. And here we have your driver of the day.
That was an incredible drive.
Here is our podium. Yeah, go on.
That was an incredible drive from everyone. Well, most people in the field today. Overall, it wasn't a particularly clean race, but we've seen a lot of really good racing, and the safety car really spiced things up at the end there, with everyone except Axel boxing for those brand new softs. So yeah, been a really strong race there at Imola.
And here is the final results table. Not final results, final race results. So obviously we still have the post-race penalties to be applied. And if you want to see the final results, please join the Discord server. That will be found in the description of this stream, or will be found on the About Me section of our Twitch page. And so, Lawrence Shelvish won the race in the Aston Martin. P2 was Jack Braston. P3 Theodore Stonewood. Then we have Alexi Cavera, Tristan Kuipers, Danzel Waitan, Sam Zabadami, Cameron Wynn, Jonas Janum, and Ludwig Burst for they round off the top 10. And non-point scorers we have Simon Casera, Axel Kohlström, and then Nathan and Hartog. And non-finishers we've got Aidan Brown, Tom Gitzberts, and Itu Koskinen. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this race. Thank you to you, Ollie, for being here and commentating with me. And yeah, everybody else, enjoy the rest of your day.
Indeed, I hope we'll see you all next week. Thanks a lot, everyone, for coming along. Been a very, very good race, and we will see you next time.